You are 18. 18 gives all rights. 18 means tattoos, cigarettes, and lotto cards. But you only want one of those things. And your money's all tapped out on records. Your face is hot and wet. Your boyfriend, Red, is in the kitchen. Your dad stares at you in your record store uniform, eyes wide, his. Yours too. He hands over the money. Because you are more terrifying these days than you are terrified. According to the National Alliance on Mental Illness in 2017, 2.8% of U.S. adults experience bipolar disorder every year. However, the Harvard Health Letter reveals that because mania is a hallmark of bipolar disorder in media and society, that depressive episodes are often overlooked. This disregard to mania's counterpart causes those with bipolar disorder to become more isolated, thereby affecting their conditions. The following prose tells the story of the author's experiences with the depressive episodes of bipolar disorder, to shed light on the implications of our societal neglect. This is How You Unravel by E. Kristen Anderson. The AC in Red's car doesn't work. It's an old Eclipse with a dent on the hood. He holds your hand. But you still feel his friend's eyes on you. His buddy's older. Thinks he knows everything about everything. You remember this morning you got a tattoo. Red held your hand while the tattoo man watched Apollo 13 and dragged his needle through your skin. You keep touching it now that the napkin he taped on you is off. You touch it and it feels so surreal. But so does everything else lately. Unraveling. This morning, Tattoo Man said to Red, not to you, "She's a tough one, isn't she?" He's so impressed you didn't cry. You want to think you're tough. I'm not so sure. You hold Red's hand. Together, you're tough. Separated, you're not so sure. When you met Red, you were so scared. You knew that there are people out there who think you're just a bitch or dramatic or one of those acting out teenagers in an after-school special. Sometimes you feel like Jessie Spano in that one Saved by the Bell episode where she gets hooked on caffeine. Except it's not caffeine and it's not just one episode. It's you. So when you tell Red in an instant message, "Hey, I have to tell you something." And he says, "Yeah, okay." And you say, "I have depression." And he says, "I do too." Well, that's a speed going down, down, down. Dad's car is a silver station wagon, a Ford. It smells stale, like the ghost of last hockey season. And you sit in the driver's seat. You don't remember how you got there. Dad's cell's in your hand, so you call one of the only phone numbers you remember, grandmother. Grandmother answers and the words split out of you like a tornado. Trapped, scared, hospital, liar, help, police. Some part of you knows grandmother shouldn't be feeling this feeling, but the part of you that is screaming and tearing your brain like some lion on fire, it only knows one word. Escape. Needle, leather straps, work clothes is sticking up, hospital tears and sweat, black pants, black shoes, tied with your legs to the gurney. Like, so right, your world is a migraine. You are a migraine. Full body delirium shouting, let me go home. I'm 18. Let me go home. I'm fine. Nimble athlete, bendy thick girl, you twist and wiggle and find yourself free from the rough crochet of the leather straps. Nobody's watching. You run. But you haven't been to this part of the hospital yet. The hospital where mom works. You hate hospitals. Always have. Hospitals terrify you. Separate people between martyrs and victims. And you are neither. There, you see mom and her friend behind glass in a waiting room. And you run to her feet, hold on to those legs, and sob into those blue jeans. Take me home. Her eyes, her friend's eyes, so soft, so round, so blue. But mom swells in the knowing. Mom swells and swells in a hurricane of loss, and her eyes go up, a needle sinks into your shoulder. Your doc ties you back down. Your doc makes a deal. ER doc uses clothes to let one arm be free. Little freedom, little softness, little self. In this prison with no known doors. You ride in the ambulance to Lewiston. You were 18. Your roommate is elderly. All night, she tells the nurse she has to put down her cats. All night, you replay the way that nurse checked your body for sharp objects and handed you the travel bag from LL Bean with your initials on it. The one that you were hoping for to get for college. They say that those of us with bipolar disorder are hard to test, that we manipulate easily. And that's what you do. You tell the shrink that you just wanted your father's attention. But he sent you home with your mother. Still filled with the meds will sit in your system for days. And that is your new burden now. Pills, more pills, and you know to take them. You now wear bipolar disorder, sort of like your tattoo. Sort of hidden, sort of not. And you will wear it all the way to college through a summer that exposes you and the truths of friendships. Those truths will light you up where the medicine hung like a veil, and you will take them with you into 19. You're not the first one to the dorm. Someone has been there. Of course, it isn't long before she and the others arrive. Red has to leave early, so he hands you this note with this look on his face, like he swallowed a snake, or a brick, or Jesus. You unfold the pages. This is not a breakup letter. That's the opening line. This is not. You look up, and he already has tears clinging into his eyelashes. The note is beautiful. It's the most beautiful thing anyone has ever given you. It's the end. You know it. Even though it says it isn't. Because you get to the part where the paper holds these words to bloom like a climax. I was going to kill myself before I met you. You made me want to live. And then there's this. I don't know who I am on my own. Later, you'll wonder if anyone else has ever kissed their ex goodbye while they both cry their hearts out. There are new therapies, new medicines, and there's so many new reds in this world, and there's so many yous so far away now. You let the sun hit you and know that you have made decisions right for yourself. As you wear bipolar more like a necklace, as you wake into depression every single day, and you wake, and you wake, and you wake, and you put your feet on the ground, and you move.